Oh, there we go. Came on. I'm over here. Yeah, I'm just doing a little video. To see what the Malibu lights look like.
Are you done basically? Or?
Yeah, I just got some paint touch up in the back. I took most of my tools, but I left my paint stuff. Oh, burrito.
Because Amanda said you're Mexican now.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I wanted to see the... Is this the steak that he was cooking in the back? Yeah? Nice. Oh, cool. Thank you.
Don't stop at Taco Bell.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
I hope you like it all.
Oh, yes. I do. Very, very good.
The rat came out.
If I have more money, I would give you more money.
Oh, I appreciate whatever you gave me. I got little mushroom lights over there. Do you see them?
Yeah. Oh, how cute.
Got that, and the little track over there. Yeah, and you're just gonna have to put some water on that once in a while. I think the grass will come right up through that.
Yeah, it should.
It should. I raked it out. I didn't pack it down too much. And yeah. What?
All the dirt went?
All the dirt went.
Good?
Yeah. We built it up pretty good off of the foundation.
Yeah. Well, I just got myself all wet.
Oh, sorry. There's mail here. All right.
Oh. No rush. No rush. Hey.
All right. Have a good night. We can put the... Oh, that's crooked on there. Damn. I didn't even realize it was that crooked. Crooker than a politician. There we go. We got the new Malibu lights on. There's the down lights. I put these trees in some real nice pots. I actually semi-buried them. So they actually look really good over the plastic. I'm gonna try this steak burrito, man. Hell, motherfucking yeah. I got this all done too. There's one big one. Cut it down, cut this big one out. The lights put out. Yep. Mm. There it is. Cool. I don't know why the spotlights aren't working. There is 1, 2. Mm-hmm. Purple. Sorry, kitty. Sorry. Blue. Where's the fucking blue? Purple. What the actual fuck? Oh, damn. Thank you, Kate Taylor. Damn, thank you. Should I put this on the baker's rack or the tree? I think the tree. Try not to break it this time. Sorry. All right, sorry. I broke this I fell, and I could put a little Salem in here in the nose because I just broke the nose in the Talavera pot, so that was saved. All right, let's see. That one's purple. I don't like it being right in front of me. No. Where's the fourth one? Right here. See, that one's got purple. Got that in the Birds of Paradise. I don't know. Maybe I should just do blue, the whole thing blue. Let's see what the whole thing blue looks like. Blue. See, that's like a turquoise blue, though. That's killing me. Maybe it's just the angle. Blue. Yeah, that's it right there. Fuck yeah. I think that thing needs to be onto the house, not on the plant. Yeah, that's it. That's another one probably needs to go right under the house too. Instead of on the tree. Okay, you gotta move your Bubba. Okay. Hope you feel better, Judy. All right. Well, that I think looks cool. It's like purple. It's like actually, it's like fading through some different blues right there. Maybe. I think that this needs to be tilted a little. All right. That looks. I like it. It's like bluish, purple, turquoise, blue. It's going through like a couple different fields of blue. Oh. Okay. Let's go look for a couple more minutes. Okay, it looks good. We got the planters. Put some little hanging racks, some L brackets to the left and right of the door. She wanted all the tchotchkes. I'm not big in all the tchotchkes. A couple tchotchkes, man. But I think she likes the tchotchkes more than the flowers, and she's just like my friend. She likes the tchotchkes more than anything. So there's lots of tchotchkes. I like to look this up light. The wood came out nice. The deck came out real nice. We got all the dirt. Can't even see it. All the dirt raked out, declumped, de-weeded. from what we had delivered. That's a lot of work. And then on the side, I'm pretty much done. I just gotta touch up some stuff in the back. Just a little touch up. I'm gonna come back on Thursday. It's about goddamn time we did a project. We got a light. I got a light for the thanks. Yeah, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. The neighbor next door, they did a bunch of landscaping. They were motivated. Yeah, she's pretty much done. There's a lot of work. I am like kind of doing the yard work. I don't know, it's gonna look dope. It's gonna look dope once all these, like, if things get watered and everything flowers. When the bulbs, there's lots of bulbs in, they should all like really add something. And she had a lot of bulbs. So, I mean, it's only February, beginning of February. Yeah, they cut down like 3 agaves, and then they cleared out that whole one side. All right. I got some water. I dropped a piece of paint. I scooped it out, and there's a little water in that. So, I got the paint out. I wasn't trying to poison him or anything. You're welcome. Yeah. Man, there was so much rotted wood and shit. There was so much. It wasn't just painting. And then like the garage area had to be clean. And these last couple times I've been like dragging.
I'd never lie, said be true.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I just haven't. I got the. Just gotta work on this Title 42. It's all hands on deck until I get this filed. And truthfully, it's not that hard. I'd be able to do a lot less complicated ones. It's so complicated. And then when I don't know, it just like puts me into this like whirlwind of like self-doubt. I have a front light that needs to be put in. It comes tomorrow. I'm gonna go back on Thursday. Working on my Title 42 tomorrow. Dedicate the whole day tomorrow to it. I'm there. I just have to plug and chug at this point, and then verify. So much. There's just so much to it, but there isn't. It's like super complicated, but it's not. I just got a little touch up. Just a little touch up. Just here and there on the trim up on top on the wall. I got all the grates done today, all that caulked, all that's good, should be good. I put up a couple pieces of trim up underneath the porch. I did that wooden top, so I put a couple pieces of trim up, caulked it, painted it, touched up around the door, the spray paint overspray. Yeah, raked out all that mud and dirt, got it all level and all the shit out of it. It feels good to have done a job. It took forever, but I'm not as fast. I'm not fast at all right now. That's all right. That's all right. Well, the decision making is actually a lot more taxing, especially like when you come back after you leave from work and then you're like thinking about like all the tiny little details, like picking the lights. The lights were a fucking pain in the ass because it was white, and I ended up just buying a black one and spray painting the motherfuckers white anyways. Fuck. But the white does look good. There's a lot. It'll be set for her, you know. That shit's good for. She's on cruise control. The garden's all together. It's all everything's subdivided and happy. Turned over. All the soil's turned over. I basically put a shovel to her whole front garden, front and side. The whole front, the soil pretty much got turned over. A foot under. Maybe 10 inches. 95% of it. There's people that, here's the thing, people are really against turning over soil, all right, in the permaculture world. And my theory is that you want to turn it over, get the root stock out, the big tubulars, the nodes, the bulbs, the baublets, get that, you know, clear that all out. The runner, like tubulars too, you know, chop them back, and then try to get a lot of diversity. You want a lot of diversity in that soil. But the wood chips are feed. I kept telling her, like, the soil was nice. There was a few spots where the soil was really nice. There was worms. The soil was in good condition. It wasn't like compact, but there wasn't much organic material within the soil. So you're gonna have poor water drainage. It's gonna suck it out and push it away. You have that, when you have that organic matter, one, you're going to have worms, a lot more worms, and And so we went with we got natural wood chips. And those wood chips, if you're watering, if it's dry, it takes a long time for them to break down. But if you're watering, those chips might be eaten up in a year. But it's like your beds will eat up the wood chips until they're like mature. Once you have a nice mature bed, it doesn't take as much wood chip organic matter to feed it. But like the worms, they do all the work. So I laid the cardboard down up along the front of the fence or in front of the house on both sides, like 2 feet, 2.5 feet out, so that there's no like big weeds. And then on the side of the house, I went all the way down the path. Let's go this way. With the cardboard, if it gets wet, the worms love sitting up and underneath that. But the worms, they irrigate the soil, they shit, they give you all the casings, which are great. It's great food. But bigger is that they're aerating they're breaking up compaction. The more compact your soil is, the worse. That's why they say like tractors and stuff are bad to run on the farms, because your tires, all that weight is pushing down on the soil and compacting it, and you don't have good airflow, and without that good airflow, you don't start inviting an atmosphere where it's heavy bacteria dominated or heavy fungi dominated. You need water. You need to keep it moist, and the wood chips help with not allowing the soil to dry over, because most of your beneficial microorganisms, your bacterias, your protozoas, your fungi, they need moisture, but a lot of them are only in the first couple of inches of the soil. So when your soil dries out, that's like the worst thing for your soil, is to dry out. There always should be a level of dampness to the soil. Well, because everything they learn about agriculture is anti-permaculture. Farmers, modern day agriculture teaches very, very, very sterile environments, monocrops, no diversity, no trees, no birds, no critters, no incorporation of the animals. What the fuck, man? Well, it's so good to have as many different plants as you can. And species within the species, the varieties, I mean, all that is so important. It's so much work to run up to really have a nice farm. I just feel like you have to do it in like a group of people. The hardest part is not running the farm. It's being with a group of people and not ending up everyone's sleeping with each other, wanting to strangle each other, or hating each other for eternity. It could go either way. They're either too much love or too much hate. Yeah, and like, I can't help but like collect plants when I'm like when I actually have my roots put down. Like, I always was grabbing like grass seeds or different plants, always stealing hostas. There wasn't any hostas at the store. I guess California, I guess they don't do hostas here. Maybe it's just too hot? I don't know. You would think that they would survive in the shade. I didn't see any at Home Depot. And that was like, how do you not have a hosta? People are looking at me like, what the fuck is a hosta? The fuck? What's a hosta? Fuck is a hosta? It's like a leafy green. I mean, I just grew up on it with my parents. I mean, my relationship with my parents has probably lasted because of hostas. I've dug up more hostas than you could. I don't know how many times my mom was like, "Come on, help me move the hosta, Scott. We're just gonna move them this one time. There's only like 8 of them. 4 of the big green ones and 4 of the variegated ones. You can take them if you need them." There's a lot. There's tiny, tiny, tiny little hostas. They're like little itty bitty bitty. That are just like an inch or 2 wide, a couple inches. And then there's like super jumbo hostas. They're very hardy. Big advocate for hostas. Especially if you don't have money. You just have to have time, patience. You can kill them. I've seen them kill. But yes, it's harder. It's harder to kill them. The upcoming couple weeks are going to be exciting. Yeah, that might be it. Thank you. Thank you. It took forever. Took forever. Yeah, hostas are a universal language. My friend Kelly, I did all of her hosta. I pulled all the hostas that my father had actually planted. And she had a couple big, really big, like monster jumbo, like elephant ear hostas. Which those are cool. Those are quite the piece. I was trying to look for some blood grass. I don't know if I've really seen much grass. I got some variegated like zebra. It's not zebra grass. I think it's like variegated grass. I wanted to get like some blood grass, some like 4 foot, 5 foot, with the cool plumes on the top. I know that some of the like the pampas grass, the fucking snooty ass grass that has like the fluffy tops, like poofy. They got like a poofy top. Like I know that that's pretty invasive in some places. And it's frowned upon in the gardening community. Growing marijuana is a lot of work. I'd say it's more work than a lot of the other stuff. I wanted to go swimming today. I'm glad to be pretty much done. Pretty much. I got the screens. I got to cut the screen channels for the few that are broken. So I got the channels. Got 2 channels. I got the corners for it. Should be delivered today. Oh man, it's gonna be so exciting to have that lawsuit, especially Francois. That's gonna be sick. you doing with the brakes, bro? Just hitting them every minute. I'm curious if it'd be crazy if like the city of LA offered me a payout. Be like, here's $100,000. That'd be hard to say no to. What I'm hoping is that the city of LA wants to pay out, and Scientology wants to fight it. No less than 1 mil. Well, there's a couple suits. What's crazy is that, yeah, there's a couple suits. I have a couple of really good suits. We'll see. At least we'll say that I didn't try. What was really cool was someone sent me a TikTok link of Ghislaine Maxwell, and at the beginning was Leah Safan, Ghislaine's lawyer, and I think it came out with this newest release of videos for Epstein, the new emails and all the information, or it could not be. It could be audio from before, but it was they were doing like a pro offer, but this wasn't a pro offer. This was just them talking to her, and I found it interesting because she said that the feds and no one ever asked to talk to her. That this is it was the first time that anyone had talked to her, which seemed fucking wild to me. Like how all this shit, like the biggest trafficking, and you haven't even talked to them, you just put them in jail. But I still can't get away from the fact that I was in court with Leah and I won. Like, I literally won against this lady. Like, all the conspiracies and all that shit, like, just watching it and, like, commenting it and being like, man, like, think locally, act global, like, think globally, act locally, right? That all these events have led from TPC, the People's Convoy, 1776, to the Freedom Corner, to Jay out in Florida, and then out here in LA. like all the sequence of events that have led me to where I'm at, that I actually was in court with Ghislaine Maxwell's main lawyer. That's like wild to me, and I'm curious if she's going to represent her when I sue for negligent security. It's going to be negligent security and false prosecution. It's not false prosecution. It's malicious prosecution with the restraining order. It's just crazy that I'm somehow playing with these players. Like one of the main players in the cold now. I'm curious if she's going to represent her in that case. Well, and it's wild. It's like you got this person who's involved in like all this sex trafficking, then that same lawyer is involved with a Scientology simp, right, in Hollywood, who was drugging women and raping them, right, like in her establishment. And I'm so amazed that I was able to, every captain knew about me. They were all talking about me on the emails. Like, there was so much talk. And the occupation, like, I'm still living off the occupation a year and a half later. Like, that, it's still relevant. I mean, until my court case, all the shit's all relevant. Well, like, even seeing that permit, I knew that they got the permit right away, but like realizing how they were able to get that permit in 2 days is so radical for the convoy, and how radical it was just to set up a barbecue and start fucking cooking and handing out food. What a radical thing that worked so well. I couldn't even buy the food. There was so much support. People were just, food was just being bought from so many different areas. And that's why it worked. The protesters were fed. Any of the people around, people who weren't homeless but just work hard. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting if that cop, if the LAPD comes on the 26th. I know my stomach will drop when I see if I see an LAPD cop, if I see one of the officers there. Which I'm not sure what officer would be there. Mata? I don't know. It'd be curious to know how much the fake events were, like all the fees. It'd be curious, and the cost of that cement truck. I'm very proud of the cement truck. That was a big win. As a construction worker, I know how important it is to get to have the truck ready. To have the site ready for the poor. And then when you have some homeless person fucking there, just sleeping on the tent, eating Taco Bell. And the police couldn't do anything about it. That's the best thing. They just stayed over there as I chomped on a fucking burrito in the tent. Like, I don't know if I could ever have content like that again. You know, like, I don't know. Like, is the content well dry? I hope not. I hope there's like I have a lot more, because that day I was having so much fun laughing, just laughing my ass off. But yeah, I'll just do exactly what the police say. Yeah, I need some good, like, some good streams like that in my life. I guess the news conference the other day was my share. I'm already off the high. I need a new high again. I'm like a fucking junkie with that shit. It's like great for, like, I'm on top of the world for like a day or two, but it's like, oh, you just gotta do it over again. Like, all right, I gotta do something that tops that. I want to travel. I want to see. I got my passport. I want to use that passport. This has been good. This has been good for me, in some sense. Follow through, carry through with lawsuits. I think this is one of the best things that happen. It's like the house. You just, like, when you flip a house, it's an overwhelming task, and you just got to do it one step at a time, and eventually it gets done, and it's very rewarding. I mean, that house was this house I've been working on was very rewarding. Rewarding for the people coming over that are seeing it, who compliment it. Rewarding when you motivate others to do something because of what you're doing, and you don't have to say anything to them. Just you changing that and making it nicer motivates others to make it nicer. Like the neighbors were, you know, there was 3 houses with bad paint jobs. Now, whoa, fucking, these lane cutters are insane. Dude, there's like fucking 4 lanes. There's 5 fucking lanes, dude. You don't need to fucking be in the middle lane of this fucking thing here, you psychopath. Go fuck yourself. Get in a fight. Or riding on the bicycle, say in African countries, like, I don't know if I could have that much fun. That shit was so much fun. It was funny. Yeah, if it was just Scientology, it wouldn't be as bad. Nice. I think Pam Bondi's the weak link. I think I love that I fucking love that I got behind Nick Shirley. That motherfucker's so viral right now, Nick Shirley. I can't believe I got behind him at the fucking Capitol on December 20th and said that Pam Bondi works with Scientology. I'm fucking, and not only did I get Nick Shirley, but I got Andrew Callahan from Channel 5 News. That video had like 2-point-some million views. 2-point-some million views. Like, I love that shit. Like, that shit, like, I was so high on that after that event. I was high with, I was high on the one guy trying to attack me too, who, because I had my rainbow hat on. I loved like, it was like my national mall, man. Like, this is my national mall. Like, you're in my fucking grass. I don't even live here, man. I'm 3,000 miles away, but if I get back on that national mall, man, this is my fucking grounds, man. I know the law here. I know the rules. I know how to play by them. I'm not afraid of it. I was so afraid of DC. Like, oh my God, I'm in the swamp. This is dangerous. I really was. I had like some friends that were just like, oh, DC's so dangerous. Da 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 da. And there's definitely some danger in DC, but DC's fucking nice as hell. I like DC a lot. Like, the cherry blossoms, like, I would love to be there for every cherry blossom festival. There's just like a pulse to it. There's like a pulse here in LA, but it's not the same as DC. DC's like a cleaner pulse. I don't know. LA's more like just dirty, like fame. It's more like DC is the fame shit, but it's not. It's like not the same fame type of fame. I don't know. Maybe it's all the same. Fucking traffic. How do you guys do that? How do people drive to work every day and sit in traffic? Like, I would go insane. I can't do this. I could do it for a little bit, but man, I'd fucking lose it. I'd fucking lose it. It's just like I feel like a gerbil running on a wheel. Like, yoo, here we go. Back to work. We're sitting in traffic. It's only been an hour and a half. Or I gotta wake up like 2 hours ahead of time and drive out and wait and sit in my car and do nothing. So I don't sit for 2 hours. Or I'm sitting for 2 hours no matter what. Just not in traffic. Fuck, man. shit's fucked. Like, I could make good money painting, and I could make good money doing construction, but like, then I wanted to have, like, I don't know, then I wanted to be able to like drive on a bicycle and say, like call out African countries and shit. Like, that made my day. That made my week. When I drove by the NBC on my bike, and you could see me just zooming by, rolling and trolling, man. That shit was so much fun. The newscast, they're so cocky, and they just think that they own the sidewalk. It's like, bitch, you're on the fucking sidewalk, brah. Like, touch me. They're so aggressive. I love it. Because I ain't afraid of any of them. I don't care how big the motherfucker is. And I'm not gonna fight. I'm gonna square you up. Just straight tackle. That's another thing with the 216-24 charges with Jordan. That shit was not a tackle. That shit was actually caused by the tent. I need to get a measurement of where the tent goes to the curb of the sidewalk, and then the choke point at the front of the door with the sign. I don't know if I said this yesterday. I think I did, but there's within the tort of negligent security for the state action against La Poubelle, there is a harboring. There's a subsection of that negligent security tort that is harboring. So if they harbor criminals, so there was numerous incidences where the suspects did something illegal and then went back into the restaurant. That's going to be one of the charges. There's also a general... here's another interesting angle too. Okay, there's a subsection. Again, we're in the negligent security tort, and there's a bunch of subsections of that. One of the other ones is sidewalk, keeping sidewalks clear. So Scientology is going to get sued for that negligent security, because that's exactly what it was, is negligent security. They're psychopaths, right? They're forcing trespass. Well, not only all the instances where I'm not sure if a single event was properly permitted. As Council District 13 was not getting notifications about the events ahead of time to approve or disapprove, and that happened all the way into like September, October, like 9 or 10. So that was a long time before Council District 13 of 2024 started getting the notifications of the upcoming permits. And that was something that was built into the permit process. What's also interesting is Jennifer says, well, you haven't enforced this for years and years and years. So it created like this negligence. Well, they kind of changed the law. It's so weird because Jennifer basically said it out loud, and like there's a lot of information that if we ever get the like the calls of service, the next best thing is going to be the text messages, the private text messages from the police, and FOIA requesting and getting our hands on those, because was one thing that Scientologists, they're not the smartest, and so they'll have the private meetings with the officers, but then in the email, following up in the email, they reiterate what the meeting was about and what they did and what their plans of action were. So in theory, no one would have known what happened at the meeting, but we hear and know about what happened at the meeting because they fucking told us. They like tell on themselves at every opportunity. I mean, like I said, my biggest problem right now is there's all these roots, there's all these plants with all these roots like overlapping each other, and and it's one big fucking mess, and I'm trying to divide it into like 4 or 5 manageable messes, and that has been the hardest thing for me, and not having any trial experience with a lawsuit at all, just years of talking about it, which is even the worst sometimes, is when you're just talking, and then so you have that self-doubt, like, oh, I've been talking about it, but I don't think I had the skills or the know-how before. I think I have it now, the organization of the information. It'd be interesting if I ever find myself in another protesting. I've been watching like the Minneapolis shit, and it's like there's a group of streamers, right, influencers that have captured this fame, and they're all kind of interlocked with each other in that fame of riding that popularity wave. Not everyone's involved in it, but there's a whole shit ton of people watching a handful of streamers, and they're getting on the talk shows and everything, but it's like the same pattern, just at different levels. You know, I recognized it when I was watching it at the testing center, and I was like, I'm coming out here. I see the formula. It's all there. Man, in Minneapolis, that's the formula. You gotta be a character. Every person are their own characters. Nick Shirley's just this like little nerdy little like right wing dude. Cam Higby's like this little fucking. Cam is like he's like a male Karen, a Darren. He's a fucking Darren. I'd so be in Minneapolis. Nick Shirley's in California somewhere. So if you guys get the fucking the juice on that guy where he's hanging out, I would I've been watching a lot of Mercado. I like to watch as many different streams as I can. Some people are fucking annoying. Some people are annoying as fuck on the bullhorn. They're like not funny. Just because you have like, I'm very judgy with bullhorn usage. Very fucking judgy. The one person was there on the fucking bullhorn. I was just like, shut the fuck up. I would protest you just to fucking tell you to shut the fuck up, even if I believed in the same shit. Well, the whistles and the air, like I don't like the horns, like I hate that shit. Like music. Yeah, no, I'm annoying, but I'm not. I could listen to myself later. I don't know. I hate the horns. The whistles are annoying as fuck. The whistles, like, for a short time are cool. I mean, I get it for Minneapolis. I like I like the little whistle tifa. because whistles are the best troll. Like, but when someone's speaking, a whistle's like the best fucking thing to use to like fuck with them. It's hard to like, especially if you have a good cadence. It's all about a good cadence. You know, announcers like, what do you want? Freedom. When do you want it? No. How do you want it? Fuck ice. You know, like they're doing like cadence fucking thing, which creates unity, which is why like in the frat you have songs that you sing all together, or the fucking high school pep band you have songs. Like music fucking is motivating. And they were playing the Benny Hollis thing, or the circus music at the Patriot Front in DC, and I like it for a little bit, but like the whole goddamn time I don't want to listen to fucking carnival music the whole fucking time, you know? That shit's like awful. All right. What do they call this? The hardest chance. The people united will never be divided. Whose streets? Our streets. Insurrectionist losers. Insurrectionist losers. All right, guys, I'm fucking out. I hope you have a good night. You'll probably not see my happy ass again tonight. Yeah, thank you so much for being here, and I hope you guys have a wonderful and joyous night. And yeah, thank you, and have a great day. Bye.